Hi, my name is Jos Aguiar. I'm a direct response marketing and branding professional. I've had the privilege of working with business owners, consultants, and experts in many different industries. But rather than me telling you about my success and how great I am, I think it must be much more valuable if they were able to relate their stories and how they've impacted business to you themselves. So on that note, if you listen up to what they have to say, I'm sure you'll get great value out of it. And if you do see it as a fit for us to work together, I invite you to send me a message, and those details will be in the post here or in the video below. So on that note, enjoy, and I'll speak to you all soon.
Hi, my name is Nina. My company is called Lashes on Point. I have an eyelash extension salon, and also I have an online store, and I supply high quality eyelash extension products to technicians. Basically, I am not computer minded. I am no good with the internet, with websites, anything like that. And when we had to open our online store, I was a little bit lost as to how to go about it. We also needed a website. We had only ever used our Facebook page, and we've had no issues with that in the past at all. But moving on to the next stage with the online supply, we needed to have a website up and running. I was introduced to Jos through a mutual acquaintance. He has been wonderful throughout the entire process. It's been a lot of work for this poor guy because I literally had no idea what to do with websites. So he has built it from the ground up for me. He has personalised it and tweaked it as I've needed him to. Basically just helped me with everything. Support, always there. Whenever I have a question, even if it's stupid, he will answer it, even on weekends and after hours. Don't tell him I said that. But everything has been wonderful. So thank you so much, Jos. I highly recommend you. And anybody who's thinking about getting a website done with this lovely gentleman, 100% thumbs up. He's the best. I would highly recommend him.
Hey, Alon Shabo here, and I'm recording an overdue testimonial for my friend Jos. I have Jos and his team design sales pages for my high-profile clients on very tight launch deadlines. The best thing about Jos and his team are that they are completely conversion focused, which for most people means more money, more leads, more customers.
Hey guys, so my name's Lanita and I've just finished my very first online program with the help of the fabulous Jos. Now, I wouldn't have been able to do this without him. So I'm a brow artist by trade. So anything that is to do with designing programs, computers, aside from my social media, I am hopeless with. And I have been wanting to design an online program for probably about 2 years now. And I just keep on putting it off. I've always put it in my too hard basket. I have reached out to other program designers before, and they've made things a little bit difficult for me by the way that they've sent me this paperwork with 1,000 questions of things I really didn't understand, got me to download all these programs that I didn't know how to use, and it just all became really daunting for me, and I just really didn't want to deal with it. I knew the content that I wanted to put out there, I knew the service that I provided and why I wanted to provide it, but I just couldn't put it into a program. So I reached out to my own little networking on Facebook, and Jos's name popped up, so I contacted him straight away, and I told him that I needed him to keep it really simple, otherwise it would just again go in my too hard basket. And he really listened. He understood what I needed to make this happen. And we did it. I launched my first online program 2 weeks ago. It was super easy as far as me just, sending through, what I do all day, every day. So my own content. But even with that, he told me exactly how I was meant to do it, why I was doing it that way. Any question that I had, when I say that I'm no good at this computer stuff, I mean I would get stuck with even trying to send him info. Like I would be like, how do I even send that to you? And he would call me straight away and talk me through it. No judgment. We had a few laughs, but no judgment. And I got that across to him, and then I left the rest in his hands. And, you know, we had a deadline by the end of Jan, so we had about, 4 to 6 weeks of working on this together. And it was done. So now I can focus on just marketing that and allowing people to enjoy the program that I've put out there. So if you've been thinking about working with him, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Or if you've been thinking about designing some type of program or you need a website, he's definitely your guy. So, I've developed a great relationship with him now, and I will definitely use him for all future additions to my program. So if in doubt, just go for it. You won't regret it, I promise.
What up, guys? James here from Active Lifestyle. Big up Jos Aguiar. Basically, we hired him to do our Facebook ads about a month ago, and he's been smashing it. He said he'd get 3 to 6 leads a day at a decent cost, and we've basically got about 10 a day. So my life is busy now. We're busy phoning them, we're getting them in, we're booking them in for their free trial and then signing them up after that. And we've smashed our target probably, 2 times the amount. So no complaints here. Price is good. It's created a lot of work for us, which is always good. And helpful guy. Basically, he knows what he's talking about, and that's obviously the most important thing. So big up Jos. Thanks very much for your help. Really appreciate it. And hope to continue a long, awesome working relationship with you, my man. Take care.
My name is Mark Koda. We hired Jos to run a Facebook lead generation campaign for one of our key e-commerce businesses, which has resulted in around $63,550 in total sales. We highly recommend Jos lead generation services to our friends and partners. Thank you.
Hey, it's Charles Bird here. I just want to give a shout out to my man Jos, who has worked with me for several months as I build my business from the ground up. And his expertise and insights have been thoroughly invaluable and extremely knowledgeable, supportive, very well connected. And every time you talk to him, he's dropping some new magic insight you've never even heard of or considered, or it's a spin off of something you might know about, taking it in a whole new direction to grow your business. He's helped me build funnels, come up with strategies, create all kinds of compelling offers and so forth. So I highly recommend Jos, and if you're considering working with him, do yourself a favor and make it happen. All right, peace out.
Hi, my name is Danella Narker, and I deliver recruiting leads to my clients. These are companies that are having challenge reaching their audience, as well as tracking the results from their current outreach strategies. Since working with Jos, we've been able to create a lead generation funnel and then track at a granular level the results for my clients. Jos is easy to work with and knows what he's doing. Total pleasure working with you, Jos. Thanks so much.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Danavir Saria, and I'm the founder of CopyMonk. So I met Jos about, a couple months ago, and, ever since then, he's been one of the top guys I go to, whenever I need some type of marketing advice, especially when it comes to marketing strategy. I feel like I can trust him, and when you talk to him, you know that, he's no BS. He goes you straight to whatever it is you need to worry about the most, and then helps you out and figures out a plan to get you to your goals as fast as possible with as little work on your part as possible. So I just feel like he's one of the best guys that you could actually ever talk to, and at least from now on, I know for a fact that he is one of the top guys that I trust, especially when it comes to my own business and even some of the hardest times where I have to go through all the downs that every entrepreneur goes through. He helps me out every single time. One of the best guys out there. Jos, number one. All right, that's it, guys.
Hey there, my name is Dallas Hardcastle, and I want to tell you a quick story about a gentleman called Jos Aguiar. Let me tell you about Josh, that I met him actually in a private group that we were all working in and working on some lead generation stuff together. And I own a company where our products and our services speak for themselves. We deliver super high value, super high content, super high-end results. However, the thing that we are constantly looking for, of course, is a way to be able to connect with more people, a way to be able to connect with more clients, and be able to help these people get the results that they're looking for. So when I found Josh, and I saw that he was in lead gen, I thought, well, this will be someone worth at least having a conversation with. And this is the part that's exciting to me, is that I was on the phone with Josh for maybe 20 or 30 minutes. We were Skyping. And within that 20 or 30 minutes, he showed me a brand new Facebook marketing method that I had never even, not only had never even heard of before, but I would have never even considered before. And he shared 2 or 3 other just great ideas. And just the course of really what we wound up being about a 20 or 30 minute phone conversation. So it was so easy for me to understand just the extent of the knowledge that he has for lead generation and how quickly I'm going to be able to actually take this stuff and implement it to be able to use it in my business to create real, rapid results and to be able to help more of our clients out with their lives and taking care of their businesses.
Hi, my name's Catherine Edmonds and I'm a freelance fashion and editorial stylist. Working for myself and working in such a competitive industry, I've always found it really important to be able to stay on the ball and up to date with all things digital marketing. So when I was introduced to Jos Aguiar by a mutual business associate a couple of years ago, I was thrilled with the results I was achieving with him in such a short amount of time. Jos took my business to a place where it really needed to be, and he helped align my marketing strategy really well with my client demographic. As a result, my profit flow has increased, my followership on social media has dramatically increased, and I'm understanding how to read my client base a lot better. Jos helped take my business through a rebranding procedure where he rebranded all my logos, redesigned all my logos and my business collateral, my business cards, my letterheads, and also redesigned a whole new website for me. And it was exactly what I needed at that point in time in my business. He did it really quickly, really fast, and he was able to suggest a number of different options for me, which I loved. He really tailored the package to suit me and my brand, and I had a bit of choice there, which I know a lot of other people in his kind of industry aren't doing at the moment. So I have no qualms about recommending Jos to a number of my other business associates who I know have used him and have been thrilled with their results as well. He is very good at what he does, and he really takes the time to get to know you and your brand and what it is exactly that you are looking to achieve. So I wish him all the best, and thank you for your time.
Hey, Josh, Rory Stern here, and man, I got to tell you, big shout out and huge thanks for taking the time to take a look at my ads with me here on Facebook today. I'm not new to Facebook ads. I'm certainly not a novice, but I definitely am not running Facebook ads as an agency. So I know what I'm doing, in other words, for anyone listening to this. But I had an issue. It wasn't too significant in the fact that I wasn't losing my shirt, but it was enough that my targeting was off and we couldn't figure out why. And I was having this great conversation with a bunch of people, some high-level guys. And, man, Josh stepped in right away. Offered up his time and his help, and straight up, like anybody who's doing work and takes 5 minutes, even 5 minutes out of their day to hop on a Skype and screen share with me to figure out my problems, man, that's awesome. So Josh was like right on the money, knew exactly what to do, knew exactly where to look, what to look at, where to go, and within minutes we figured out the problem and have me back up and running. And let me tell you, like, he saved me a boatload of frustration, a boatload of time, and a lot of money that could have potentially been lost when we went to scale up this campaign. So, man, thank you so much. There's really not enough words right now that I can say to express just how grateful I am for you being willing to hop on Skype with me. Thanks a lot, man. Cheers.
Hello. Just doing a quick testimonial on working with Jos Aguiar. So yeah, I had a bit of social media experience, but I never really knew exactly how to maximize social media. So I started working with Jos Aguiar a few weeks ago now. I worked with a few experts, social media experts before, but I just really wanted to work with someone who I knew was going to help me really grow my business, which is Jos has just done phenomenally. So yeah, really he helped me hone in on exactly who my target consumer is. He's helped me generate a significant amount of traffic to my website and to my blog, and therefore has generated some excellent targeted leads. So yeah, I honestly recommend working with Jos to any of my family and friends, to anyone who's watching this video, basically to anyone who really wants to excel their business and doesn't really know how to do so through social media. You don't know what you don't know, and I honestly just didn't know how much that I didn't know before working with Jos. He made everything super simple, and yeah, I can't recommend him highly enough. So thank you so much, Jos. See you later.
There are people that you will meet on your journey as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a professional practitioner. There are people that you will meet who have a profoundly positive impact on your business. There are people who you will meet along the journey who constantly go the extra mile to support you, who constantly offer up their help and support to get you to where you want to be. There are people you will meet along your journey who always bring a positive, constructive attitude to anything that they do with you, and who always go the extra mile and over deliver for you in the business. And I've been lucky enough in my 13 years of running my own business to have met a small handful of these people. And what I can tell you is that personally I absolutely count Jos Aguiar as one of those people. I initially met Jos about 2 years ago. We were launching a physical product. We were struggling with finding a web developer who wasn't just interested in making a shiny website, but was actually interested in helping us launch the product and grow the business. We were having real problems finding somebody who could build a website and an online marketing funnel for us, who wasn't just interested in the tactical aspects of this, but had a clear understanding that we need to start with the end in mind. And that was when I first met Jos, and when I first realised just what kind of guy, what kind of marketer I was dealing with here. Because on that first project that we worked together on, I was absolutely blown away by how Jos worked. He was interested in the business, he was interested in the objectives of the business, he was interested in the mission and the vision of the business first. You know, imagine I'd had hundreds of conversations with web developers before this, and all they were asking me was about technical elements of the website. Did I want this? Did I want that? Did I want the other? Whereas Jos, the first meeting we had, he was asking about the business and about the vision, and it was so refreshing. On the back of that, of course, he delivered a fantastic website. He delivered it quickly, he delivered it in an amazing way. He was friendly all the way through, his support was phenomenal, and we actually came out of the back of that with a brilliant website that did what we wanted it to do. But what affected me from that first project with Jos was just how much he thought with me as the business owner. He didn't just click himself into the project and do what I told him, but rather he actively made suggestions. He actively attempted to push the success of the project forward. And once we'd finished working on that first initial project, I then was really happy to just constantly refer people to Jos after that, because the work that he delivered was great, the website was great, but above all, the experience that I had with him was great, both on a personal and a professional level. Since then we've worked on tons of stuff together, you know. Basically Jos has become my go-to guy for most stuff to do with marketing, to do with Facebook, to do with funnels. There's a couple of people in this niche that are really amazing guys, and Jos is certainly one of these people. Like I said when we started this, you know, you're going to meet people who have a profoundly positive effect on your business, who want to go the extra mile, who are interested in your success first. and this without a doubt describes Jos to a T. It's been a pleasure to work with him on every project we've worked on, and he delivers what he says he's going to deliver, and he delivers it quite a lot quicker than he says he's going to deliver it as well, which is a really nice bonus. So if you are thinking about working with him, or if you've just stumbled upon Jos and you're wondering what he does and you need some help with your marketing, with building a website, with building a funnel, with actually getting your message out there to people and actually making sales, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whatever it is, I absolutely and completely recommend Jos Aguiar when it comes to marketing your business. And even if it's just a conversation with him, I can guarantee that you'll come away with a massive amount of value.